Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm Coach Lilia, and today in this video I'll be talking to you all about female narcissists and the psychology behind her cheating. Okay, so understand that if she's accused you of cheating, she's probably cheating. Okay, it's that simple. But I know that it's so freaking hard because you're never actually going to have proof. You're never actually going to be able to point the finger at a specific thing that happened and have her admit anything. Okay, so in this video we're going to dissect everything from why do they cheat to how to know that she's cheating, all the proof that you need, all the ways that you can prove to yourself, and then listen to your intuition and call the shots. Because understand that for many of my clients, when I ask them what would be the last straw for you to finally pull the plug on this marriage, most of my clients respond with I need proof that she's cheating on me. And sometimes it's a lot easier to find than you think. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into it. Okay, so the psychology behind her cheating. Why is the female narcissist doing it? The answer is very simple. It's for validation. Okay. That's kind of the only reason. I need to boost the ego. I need validation. I need to maybe feel younger. A lot of the time I see this with my couples where the guy has been with the woman for 20 plus years. He's endured all this abuse. He's paying all the bills. And all of a sudden she's cheating on him. In most cases is for her to feel younger, to feel this boost of energy again. Maybe she'll go out and find a younger guy, and maybe she won't even hide it. Maybe she's going to expect for the husband to just be okay with this. I'm not trying to leave you. I'm okay, comfortable with this life that we have together, but I also want to have the side piece so that I can feel myself again. Okay, so that I can feel this validation from a younger man, and I might even pay for him and take care of him just so that he can provide me the supply that I need. Okay, so sometimes they will go out and cheat with somebody that you actually know. So maybe your brother or maybe your best friend, again, to use this as a tool to hurt you later, to maybe punish you with this later. This is less common. This is more typical I see with sociopath. But again, it happens. Okay. And then there's also cheating that happens just for the ego, just for the boost. And this is again, this can be very physical, this can be emotional, this can be both. And you may ask yourself, how is emotional cheating possible if it's a narcissist and they don't have emotional empathy? Well, it's that infatuation that she had with you in the beginning. That is the infatuation that she's going to have with other men as well in her life, and maybe women too, you never know. But understand that she in her head believes that, oh my God, you're perfect for me. I was wrong about my husband because now I feel this crazy high. You're perfect and I'm perfect and we're perfect together. I was lying to myself with this other person. I was wrong, and now I finally found the one. So then the cheating happens, right? So again, emotional or physical, but this love bombing stage that they're having with somebody else typically is happening when they just started to devalue you. Okay, a narcissist works in cycles where I'm love bombing one person as I'm already devaluing my last supply. Okay, and I see marriages that last a lifetime. A guy with a narcissistic woman, and it doesn't mean that she's not love bombing a bunch of other people as she's with the guy. Okay, because they're not going to let go of a supply that's too good. Where if you're paying all the bills, if you're paying the mortgage, if you're really taking care of my life, I'm not stupid. I'm not just going to let go of you, because how else am I going to groom another man who's going to do all these things for me, right? But throughout our life together, I will probably go through cycles where I have new men, whether it's my chiropractor, whether it's my gym coach, whoever it is, where I'm going to love bomb them. I'm going to have an emotional slash physical slash both affair with them. And you may or may not know about it, or you may be suspicious, or you may call me out on this, right? But you're never actually going to get proof. So let's now go ahead and dive into how can you find this proof? How can you have this check mark for yourself so that you can finally feel sure and you can finally pull yourself out of this relationship? Because for many of my clients, this is the last straw that they need to finally get out of the marriage or relationship. Number one, behavior change. Okay, she's gonna be ultra protective of her cell phone. Okay, she's gonna flip it upside down. She's gonna be changing her passcodes on the phone all the time. She's not gonna let you get near it. Okay, when you're gonna pass by and she's on her phone, she's gonna get all secretive. She's gonna put the phone down. She might get angry at you for passing by when she's on her phone. She's gonna be taking her phone to the bathroom, whatnot. So super, super protective of the phone, and not just the phone, but all devices. She's gonna be guarding everything. Okay, and obviously obviously the location. She's never gonna share her location on the phone with you because you've got no business knowing where she's at. Number two, typically when she's cheating on you, she's gonna be accusing you of cheating left and right because again, the best defense is offense, right? So she's gonna be attacking you, and in her head, if I attack you and if I start accusing you of cheating, I'm already creating this good narrative for myself, an excuse to why I'm cheating, right? Because I will actually be happy if you go out and cheat just so I could say, aha, well, now we're even, okay? Because now I'm not the villain in the story. So, yes, understand when they're accusing you of cheating, they're most likely already cheating. And I know you don't want to hear this, but get real with yourself. Number three, her sudden change in appearances. You guys, this is the easiest one to pick up on, okay? If all of a sudden she's in and out of the nail salon, she's got new eyelashes, she's got new fillers, new Botox, whatnot, new style, maybe she's into new music. Just look for these sudden changes and ask yourself why. Because it's not for you, it's not for the husband of a couple of decades, believe me. It's not for the kids, it's not for her, it's for somebody else. It's because she's grooming somebody else, especially if we're dealing with an older woman and all of a sudden she's getting younger. It's because there's most likely a younger guy in the picture, okay? And pick up on this because understand that this is a fairly easy sign to pick up on. When this happens, it's because she's typically seeing somebody else on the side. Especially if you're somebody who's stuck at work all day because you're the one that's paying all the bills and she's got all this free time, understand that you should be suspicious. I mean, if you're not suspicious, then you're just closing your eyes to this very dark, sad reality because, again, cheating, that kind of betrayal, is the worst kind of betrayal, in my opinion. And I understand that sometimes it's really hard to face reality, but I think you got to do it sooner or later because the sooner you face it, the sooner you pull the plug on it and the more respect you can actually gain for yourself rather than closing your eyes to all of this and then having so much resentment at yourself down the road because your intuition was telling you what was going on all along and you just weren't paying attention. Next one here, emotional distance. Not to say that you guys haven't had emotional distance for years, but now it has intensified, okay? So now this emotional distance is to a point where she's always avoiding you. She's running away from any serious conversations, okay? You can't corner her anywhere to have a normal conversation with her. And she can't look you in the eye because in a way that there's probably a little bit of shame, unless you're dealing with a narcissist who is also a sociopath. But it's pretty hard for her to actually look you in the eye and she has to always run away from you, right? So pick up on that. So she's cold, she's completely uninterested. There's probably no sex, no intimacy, no nothing. She's showing zero effort to address any issues that you guys are having. And of course, she can't just leave you because you're paying all the bills, because there's probably so much shame. What is she going to do? Admit that, oh, yeah, there's another guy. I want to leave our family. I want to dump our kids and you. And I just want to go and run away with this younger guy that makes me feel alive. She's not going to do that, right? So that's why she's just being avoidant. And you need to pick up on it because if you're the one that's begging for you to go to therapy, if you're the one that is continuously trying and trying in this relationship, and she all of a sudden is getting ready and running away somewhere and you have no idea where she's going, especially if she's already taken trips somewhere, right, with her friends and you have no freaking idea where she's going and she's telling you that you've got no business in her business, understand this is a huge red flag. She's probably cheating on you. So please open your eyes and understand if you're a really good supply, if you're paying for everything, she's got no intention to actually physically leave you because even though she's cheating on you, the new guy is not there to pay for her lifestyle, period. And also to add to that, understand there's probably going to be a lot of these absences, excuses that she's making, right? Maybe all of a sudden she's late to things. All of a sudden she's got to work late, stay out somewhere, right? There's a work party that's happening that you don't know about. Pick up on these things. She's probably lying to you, okay? She's probably seeing the new guy and she's just feeding you these lies, knowing that you're not going to want to question things more because you're just trying to preserve whatever peace you guys have, okay? So please pick up on these things. And last but not least, this one sometimes happen where the woman is going to be overcompensating with a love bombing, okay? So maybe she's being overly nice to you all of a sudden. All of a sudden, she's paying some attention to you and wants to have a family night. And maybe it's just simply not breaking you down. And you're like, wait a minute, what's going on? Why is she in a happy mood? Why did she just give me a hug? It's probably because she's getting so much from the new supply that it's okay for you to rub off of that happiness a little bit. There's no need to have that much negative discharge with you because she's getting so much validation on the side. So, what can you do in this situation? I am telling you that you should trust your intuition. If your partner is accusing you of cheating and if you're suspicious that they're unfaithful, 99.9% of the time, your intuition is correct. Okay. You should never have to ask yourself these questions. You should never have this kind of uncertainty in your partner. And you should never have fear in confronting your partner or telling them your insecurities, telling them that, hey, I think this is happening. Can we talk about this? If you feel like you are not allowed to have this kind of conversation with your partner, that is a problem of its own. So I want you guys to understand that a narcissistic partner cheats and they will keep cheating. And even if you confront them and even if you corner them with evidence, even if you have them admit it, right? Even if they apologize, it's not that they're apologizing because they did it, it's that they're sorry that you found out. And believe me, the cycle is going to repeat itself over and over and over because the person doesn't care about hurting you. Okay, always reverse this role and ask yourself, would I cheat on my partner? And if I did so, how would that make them feel? How would I feel about making them feel that way, right? And understand that when we're dealing with somebody who's got no emotional empathy, they don't care about how they make you feel. All they care about is the fact that you found out, and maybe now I'm going to have to be finding my supply somewhere else. And that supply is typically purely financial. Okay. I hope this video gives you guys some clarity, and I want to remind you all that this will end when you decide for this to end. It's that simple, okay? I know it sounds simple and I know it's very painful at the same time because sometimes, even if when we confront the person, even when we have evidence, that is still not enough of a reason for us to leave. We still need to go through more, and sometimes that's what has to happen, right? But I want to once again remind you that while you keep putting yourself out there to be the prey, you will keep attracting predators and you will keep being used and abused. So it's your call and you can make a change today. Today can be the day that you decide that this is enough and you get the hell out of this dynamic, period. Wishing you all everything that you need if you're somebody who's going through this, because once again, cheating is probably the worst kind of betrayal possible. Okay? So much love to each and every one of you, and I will see you all in my next video.